And you'll definitely like it here. Yeah, if you're all about cool communities, we have a very cool one. Zonzak, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the Shake the Box family. Very happy to have you here. 2 days! It's Thursday. It's so close. It's so close. We're almost there. My assistant and I fall easily into conversation. You can recommend watching his recent Baldur's Gate 3 VOD. If you want to watch a man make only the dumbest decisions in Baldur's Gate 3, you're not wrong to recommend that one. Not familiar with any of those, but it's not unusual. Caves of Cut, I have to talk about this for a second, I apologize. Caves of Cut is a game that, like, grasps my brain and will never let it go. Caves of Cut is a roguelike role-playing game. It is turn-based combat, but the real draw of the game is you can make your character in so many weird and wonderful ways. You could be a cyborg. You're right, I should pause the game. Yeah, Caves of Cut's one of my favorite games of all time. I love Caves of Cut. So, like, in my recent game that I'm playing right now, we're at the very end of this playthrough. I've completed all the content that's in the game at the moment. Except for... Did Charles die? No. So, like, in our Charles playthrough, I'm about to go into a dungeon that's 40 Z levels deep. So we still have something to do as Charles, but... Basically... To give you an example of the kind of characters you can make, my current character that I'm playing on stream is a super weak physical character. Like, I could barely do anything physically, but I have immense psychic powers, so I can, like, precognitively see the future, which literally means I could, like, hit a button, and for the next X turns, if I die, doesn't matter. That was just me looking into the future. We could change the future. I could, like, see faraway areas with clairvoyance. I could shoot laser beams from my eyes. And my companions have been a sludge made of every liquid in the game that I built myself. A series of clones of myself. I literally just keep on cloning myself to make new friends to fight with me. And you just go off on these incredibly wild and weird adventures. You could also be a cyborg with no mutations. You could be a physical mutant where you have 4 arms, 4 legs, pistols in every hand. The game is incredible. Never got over your intense dislike for turn-based, but you're totally into the description you're giving? The turn-based can be rough if you're not into turn-based stuff, but just because of how weird Caves of Cut is, even people that don't like turn-based, I sometimes could convince them to be into the game a little bit. But I love it. I love that game. Yes, Piggo. We started the game because we were too weak. We just... convinced other people to work for us, and the first so many people were all pig farmers. And one was Piggo, and he lasted so long. That guy was a champ. Save scumming. Oh, yeah. Save scumming comes up in a lot of our games. But yes, Armored Core 6. I know other people in chat are excited about that. I cannot wait. I grew up on Armored Core. Armored Core 2 and Armored Core 2 Another Age were, like, my thing as a kid. He kept being reincarnated, exactly. Alright, now that we talked to him about that, he has knock 3, and the key disappeared. That's interesting, it did the key automatically for us. Anyway, my friend, please help me out by unlocking this door. Your partner played through the early Armored Cores to get ready for 6? Nice. Again, grew up on those games. I absolutely adore them. FromSoft has been on like a 20-year winning streak of only releasing games that I consider perfect, so I'm very excited. You've done nothing like that? You're going completely blind? That's also good. They're keeping the 6 on there, like, to reference the fact that it has a legacy behind it, but at the same time, they've been saying that 6 is a great entry point. Like, you don't need to know any of the story, you don't need to know any of the themes or tropes behind the game. It's a fresh start. So it's perfect for new players and perfect for us returning players. Abbot Thomas. Thomas was one of the first abbots here, at the beginning of the Solar Gothic period. This bust is much more recent, a 19th century bronze. An inscription reads, Speech, the first word. Saint Melanth. Visionary. Anytime something starts a visionary, I hear the self-congratulatory lines about Garth Marenghi from Dark Place. Visionary, dream weaver, philosopher, alchemist, most revered and most heterodox of the Isles Abbacies. An inscription in Latin reads, "The cross died not but passed within." I didn't think I could read Latin, but here I am. Cud is a great story, but a large part of the draw is the stories. Yes, Caves of Cud. Of course you made a command for Cud. I made that command almost exclusively because, like, 99% of the viewership here are, like, pretty into Caves of Cud, to the point where, like, a lot of people are really into Caves of Cud. But there's, like, 2 or 3 people that don't like Cud. And, like, usually those sentences when they're complaining about it start with Cud, so I'm like, yes. The perfect thing for my antagonistic bot to scream at people. It was Abbot Geoffrey who gave Natan of Regensburg sanctuary here, and decreed the building of the Barber's Tower when Natan and his friends would dwell. In 15th century England, only a determined and well-respected abbot could have persuaded the brothers to shelter a Jewish physician. That's evil, I love it. Feels like a betrayal. I should make one for Noida. You're indifferent? There's a, like... Most people are super into it. There's, like, an indifferent crowd, and then there's, like, a very small... Like, oh, not more Cud. Whereas Noida, I could think of just 2 people that aren't, like, super into Noida, and even then, they don't, like, hate it with a passion or anything. But we should have a Noida command. Noida is one of our core experiences. Really, Chaos Mario needs some kind of command. That's like one of the things we started the channel with. Katase's not into Noida. But do you hate Noida? Do you hate it? Does it give you like an intense adverse reaction? Because that's what happens with like 2 people for Cut. Priestess, Oracle, Queen, a very old image from the Dawn period with a simple inscription. Oh, I was super pumped for the release in Noida. Sorry, hold on, I got paused in the game. Yeah, a core experience of playing Caves of Cud is being stoned to death by a bunch of baboons. But then there's like a billion in a row. I do try to have like more variety these days, but when I get really excited about a playthrough, it's hard for me. Like I really just like every day I'm like, God, I want to see what's gonna happen next. What is with the hidden word thing sometimes? Oh, there's always a hidden word. Even today, there is a hidden word. It's a reference to Pee-wee's Playhouse, the word of the day in Pee-wee's Playhouse. Your word hint is... Hold on. I gotta remember. I made the word up, like, on the fly earlier. Hold on. Hold on a second. Also, it's really hard for me with one monitor to do anything these days. Alright, your word of the day. Okay. This is a term that you might use if you were to, say, bump into a table. It would mean you have blanked the things on the table. Not something you would say when you hit the table because you hurt yourself, but you have done something to the objects on the table. You could also say, if you wanted to wake someone up, you would blank them up. Shake would be way too on the nose. For as long as there have been a hush house, there have been stories of its enigmatic protectress, Lady Rowena. Lady de Bros, sometimes known affectionately as the first... You did it, Nara! That's right! Scream real loud! I'm sorry, oviposition? My brain goes straight to ovipositor? Is that related to ovipositor? I am on bad parts of the internet sometimes. Chris, no! Bugs use them, alright? It's bugs. It's a bug thing. It's not a weird thing. Hendrik de Wolf. Hendrik de Wolf. First Baron Brankrug, known for his pious, merciless justice. Granted Brankrug Isle in 1536 after the dissolution of St. Brandon's. Chris, yes! Well, I both know that's not where everyone knows that word from. And Valentine de Wolf. Valentine de Wolf, 6th Baron Brankrug, known for his eccentricities. In the sky he sought his friends. An inscription reads. Like, for me, a lot of the chatbot commands are... they're just fun things for me to put together and, like, enjoy myself, and ideally everyone else would also enjoy. So, like, the word of the day is one such thing, where if people pop in, they could be, they could ask for a hint, and then there's a period of the stream where people work together and try and figure out the word. Other times they find it by mistake, and that's also fun. Some of my favorites are when people pop in and say a thing, and then it just happens. Like mentioning Jimmy. Yeah. Jimmy, when he heard I was coming on this trip to New York, he was like, okay, I could stream extra, because you're going to stream, like, late. I could stream on those days. I'm like, oh yeah, go for it. Unless, of course, you start playing Baldur's Gate 3 off-stream, and you end up no-lifing the game, and you forget to stream entirely. And, like, we all had a good laugh about it. Who's seen Jimmy in the past 2 weeks? The man has fallen into the Baldur's Gate 3 hole. He's not coming out for a while. You thought word of the day with exclamation mark? No, I just have the word hint thing pop up. Yeah, no, he's been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3. But he's supposed to be streaming Baldur's Gate 3. What? Come on. Alright, 2 Grail. I feel like 2 Grail is super low. We have to have a way to give that man 2 Grail. I keep on wanting to use my stats to do this stuff, but that's not how this works. Oh, what's this do? Authority. Once this shepherd's crook represented the authority of the church. Perhaps the Suppression Bureau kept it here because they like the idea of authority in general. Arab gives Grail. Oh, I could just have a chat with him about Arab. Well, that does it. You think he's streaming it on Discord? Is he? I know there's a lot of people in the Discord right now that are all playing together. I don't think I saw him in there earlier, though. But with his work schedule, like, the man's a baker, so, like, he has to leave for work at 3 in the morning. So you never know. You never know. His schedule is erratic. My man! Let me teach you the ways of the Grail, my friend. So after Armored Core 6, what's the next big game that everyone's excited for? Like, what's your next anticipated game? Because I feel like Baldur's Gate 3 is out, Armored Core is coming out in just 2 days. I know what my next big thing is. Oh, there's no one there right now? Yeah, I know Audrey, Krios, Falcon, like a bunch of them were all playing. Hades 2, that's the one you're into? Elden Ring DLC is definitely on my list, but until that has like a release date, I'm not too like I need to know when it's gonna happen for me to really truly feel that excitement. But obviously I'm excited for Elden Ring DLC. But for me, I think the next one has to be Mario Wonder. That game looks like a reinvigoration of Mario. There's so many neat little like animation bits in there. The game is dripping with personality. As awful as Nintendo can be as a company, Mario Wonder looks like a true delight of gameplay. And obviously, I grew up with Mario RPG. It was my favorite game for years as a kid. So Mario RPG Remake is also very exciting for me. Whoa! A thing popped up, then it disappeared. Thomas de Wolf, 2nd Baron Brandkrug, who they called Baron Silence, built this observatory in 1576. By happy coincidence, just in time to observe the passage of the Great Comet in 1577. Whoops. Ooh, what is this? Telescope. Soul plus soul, skill plus skill. Scholars of the house watch the course of the stars to determine the paths and understand their futures. After Hades 2, you can't really think of anything that you're super on the edge of your seat for. That's fair. I'm really bad about remembering stuff. I'm sure there's something else that I just forgot about. New books! New books. Start processing these books into readable things. Yeah, Mario Wonder, Mario RPG Remake, Armored Core 6, eventually Elden Ring DLC. Those are my big things. I'm trying to remember this other stuff. Blasphemous 2 looks pretty good. I imagine it's actually out right now, so it's probably not a look forward to thing. But I enjoyed Blasphemous 1. I hear 2 is like, it's good, but also like it doesn't quite reach the dizzying highs of 1. Even though it, like, eases off some of those rough edges. ASV, whoops! Picked up that crystal skull by mistake. Wait, did I read one of these books recently? No. Just want to make sure I've moved any books I've read off the shelf. Let's put you on the shelf. That requires 8 sky. It's not impossible. Mugenics, Hades 2, Silk Song. Hey, Silk Song. Almost forgot about that one. Solium Infernum Remake. Hold up. They're making Solium Infernum again? I did not know about that. I also didn't know other people knew about Solium Infernum. Solium Infernum was a weird little game. The team behind Armello. Really? Interesting. That's kind of exciting. I feel like Solium Infernum never had the chance it deserved when it came out. Like, it never really had much of an audience. That's very exciting. That's a game that deserves to be seen by people. It's gotta have matchmaking. Nice. Solium Infernum is a game that I call... It's multiplayer by way of email. If you've ever played one of my favorite games, Frozen Synapse, it had a similar thing where, like, it's a multiplayer experience, but it's not real-time multiplayer. Like, Frozen Synapse is a game where you have a bunch of little guys shooting guns, and it's a tactical game, and it's like Team A versus Team B. And you would move every one of your little people around. And you can move the enemy people around to kind of predict what they're gonna do. And you would say, okay, that's my turn, right? And you send it off across the internet. I forgot to pause the game again. And your opponent, they will get an email saying like, hey, you could take your turn now. And they would take their turn, and like similar things. So like, you could play a match of that, it would take like 15 minutes, back and forth, or you could play a match of that game and it would take months. Like, I've had multiplayer matches of Solium Infernum and Frozen Synapse that took months to play. But Solium Infernum I've only ever played a couple of times because it didn't have, like, a matchmaking system, didn't have a way to find other players easily. So, like, I had 2 friends I knew played, and we would just play a couple of matches. So the fact that I'm matchmaking is very exciting. I remember always wishing I could play more of it. Nara! Sleep well, pleasant dreams. So that's very exciting. Thank you very much, John. I had no idea that was gonna happen. That's quite exciting. It's one of those games that I've always kind of wished I had had more time with. I guess I could still have time with it, like... I could just find and force other people to play specifically. Just like, hey, here's a copy of the game, we're gonna have a match. Playing some Darkest Dungeon 2? People have some very strong and weird feelings about Darkest Dungeon 2. You have a copy somewhere in your hard drive, but you don't want to bully people into playing it? I also have a copy on my hard drive. I mean, we could play. Love you some Wayne June. I still need to put together that Worms voice pack I owe everybody, and then I want to play some Worms in the Discord. I gotta put a poll together and find out what different versions of Worms people have so I could focus in on the one that has the most people. Man's voice is like honey in my ear. I feel like honey in an ear would be awful. Not pleasant to have a bunch of honey in your ear. That's why it's a metaphor. I don't know what a metaphor means. All I know is that honey's delicious. Boop. Alright, we got a bunch of new books from the observatory. What else can we interact with the observatory? We could use that. Oh yeah, I've been ignoring these things on the right. I've known writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards. Dark Place is one of my favorite shows of all time, by the way. Yeah, I forgot about The Visitor. I just realized. We were talking about stuff, and I got excited. The Affair of the Rising Wild. Is there someone en route to Hush House? The yearly stipend from St. Rowan's has arrived, along with the usual rather sniffy reminder that I should spend it wisely. New money! I think the visitor may have left. It was a simile! Yeah, got some cake on this bowl. Long ago in this country, one did not build a church without first sacrificing a white bull to the sun in rags. Solomon Husher brought this tapestry with him from, well, wherever it was that Solomon came from. You're losing your touch? It's a simile! Okay, I should see if I could read these new books. I gotta rewatch Dark Place. I might force everyone in the Discord to watch Dark Place. It's only 6 episodes. And it's just one of the best comedy shows. Truly the best thing to come out of England ever. Englandia. In the country of Englandia. Where could you watch Dark Place? I mean, I could put it in the Discord for us to watch. I'm not sure where it's streaming, but I own it! So I could just do it. Let us consider... Well, let's put consider away and first consider the stats on these books. That's a 10, that's a 10, that's an 8, that's a 14. 4! 4 nectar. IT Crowd? Are you saying IT Crowd is better than Dark Place, Joe? But the people in IT Crowd, a couple of them are in Dark Place. Most importantly, my man, Matt Berry, is in both IT Crowd and Dark Place. And, of course, Moss. Real name, hold on. Richard Ayoade. Richard Ayoade's in both. Dark Place is a British comedy that if you like IT Crowd, you're probably going to like Dark Place. It's basically, what if you took a crappy 80s TV show You know the ones, like a hospital drama, but like it's one of those supernatural ones. It's like a big riff on a very obscure TV show called The Kingdom, made by freaking the guy who made Antichrist, whose name I'm forgetting right now. This is a rabbit hole we're starting to go down. Let me back up a little bit. Basically, it was a show made in like the 2000s, somewhere in that ballpark. And it purposely makes it seem like it's a low-budget, crappy TV show adapting the works of, like, a super self-absorbed Stephen King figure, like a guy who thinks he's God's gift to writers. It's all, like, on-purpose bad acting. There's a scene in a cemetery where all the tombstones are, like, wafting in the breeze. It is incredibly funny. I think you would very much enjoy Dark Place, Joe, and it's 6 episodes long. Like, we could watch the whole thing in probably a little over 2 hours. Yeah, Matt Berry, that's the show that made me fall in love with Matt Berry. I still quote that show all the goddamn time, specifically his lines. You and he were buddies, weren't you? Well, if you and he want to be buddies again, then I won't stop you. But... You bounced off it when it was on TV because you took it seriously? If you didn't know it was a comedy, and you went in there expecting a good TV show, you would probably bounce off before you got to, like, the super obvious jokes. Like, the first episode, I would say the first 15 minutes, you're gonna be like, wow, this is a bad TV show. Like, I was laughing already because it was bad on purpose. But it becomes much more obvious at the end of the episode when they're talking to a severed head on the floor. God, I love that show so much. Richard Ayoade plays the director of the hospital, but he's also the publisher for the author. So it's like a vanity role, it's nepotism, and he's the best part by far. God, I love him so much. I really just love Richard Ayoade. The man is just comedy genius. Anyway, Nectar of 4. Can I get a Nectar of 4 together? Nectar, nectar, nectar. Nectar looks like drippy stuff, right? I can get a Nectar of 1. I don't think I can get a Nectar of 4. Open air. No, I can't pull off Nectar 4 right now. Nectar radio. Dang. Nectar 4 is hard. What did I just grab? A book. Put that back. Put it on the bookshelf. Okay, I can't read any of the books at the moment. I need to level up one of my things, but I'm not quite sure I know how to do that. Iron Spintria. Occult treasures are purchased with occult coin. Spintria. Iron Spintria, the lowest nomination. I have occult money now? Relevant scale. I want to get into the deep basement. That seems like the good stuff. Can we get Edge 4 on our buddy, or Nectar 4? Again, can't do Nectar. Grail or Nectar? So this is the part of the game where I struggle, because we talk for like 15 minutes. We do one other thing in the game, and when I turn back to focus on the game, I forgot what all the symbols do. I have a brain like a sieve. I got some tea ready for my boy. I have an hourglass. I should put away some of this stuff so my inventory is not cluttered. Let's see here. I got a desk. Let's put you. And you. There we go. Pale as the first wisp. I should look at this. What are you? Yeah, Dark Place really turned me on to Matt Berry, and then I found the IT crowd, and I fell even more in love with Matt Berry, and after that, I started, like, just seriously seeking out whatever he was in. So, like, Toast of London is fantastic if you like Matt Berry. It's really just, like, a vehicle for him to do his thing. I would definitely recommend Toast of London and Toast of Tinseltown. In that order. Toast of Tinseltown is a sequel to Toast of London. We even have a supercut of every time he says Ray purchased from that show on the Shake the Box YouTube. Memory of Touch. Edict's Liminal. It put something else down here, didn't it? Doo -doo. And now the paper's gone forever. Did I miss something with that? I don't want to miss anything. No. The paper disappeared, though, so we did process the paper into a memory. Memory gives me Forge and Memory. What else do I got in here? A bed. Guest bed. I could shove my guests in beds. Mist-kissed water. Faintest vapor still ghosts the water's surface. Would you like some dusty water, my friend? Man, everything gives stats in here. Garden. Oh, I don't have any gardening knowledge. Alright, no gardening for us. All the busts do something for us. The hardest of all woods. Lignum vitae blanc. Oh shit, Nectar 3. If I give that to... Can I give that to, what's-his-face? Would that let me get into one of the rooms that requires Nectar 3? Nectar 4, rather? It's not givable. God damn it. Every time I think I've cracked the code. Oh, it's a crafting material. You know I hate that word. Again, I forgot to pause the game. I might as well wait for morning to happen at this point. Alright, we got the beachcombing section unlocked. We got the dog in the woods. We just gotta open more rooms in the house. But I need my buddy. And I want it to be morning before we do that. Otherwise, I'll make the mistake I made last time, where I ply him with gifts, I up his stats, and then he just leaves and resets. Which is just rude as hell. Alright. My boy. Let's talk. We'll see if we can figure out how to get him statted the way we need him to be. Hire someone from the end who's more suitable? I can give him some tea. But that really wouldn't help me out too much. Is there anything I could do with him since I have him right now? I think you're right, though. I don't think I could do anything without a new person. What are you trying to get him to do? Anything? Like, I got 4 potential rooms. I need either Edge or Nectar at 4. Grail or Nectar at 4. Edge or Heart or Moon or Winter at 4. Or Heart and Nectar... Sorry, Heart or Nectar at 3. I got Rose at 2 there. I can get his Grail up to 2. I can get his Heart up to 2. Does the Tea give a Heart? Of course not. Can I get Edge up to 2 by talking to him? I can get Winter up to 2. You can talk to him to get memories. Just like a normal little chatty chat? A nothing special chit-chat? Be sure to serve the tea before you give it. Talk? What are we going to talk about? We'll talk about the weather. More useful than one would expect, especially in Britain. Talking about the weather. The influence of the turning skies can boost an assistant's ability for the rest of the day. That gives him the weather, doesn't get a memory. So how do I get a memory? What do I put in there? Any one of these will give me a memory. I answer my own question. Let's see here. I want heart 4. Leave the second slot blank. Oh. Heart 4 would do it, yeah. I think I got 2 rooms. Heart 3, we only need heart 3. Talk to my dog. Wait, my dog can open rooms? Hold on. You said the magic word. Where's my dog at? Okay, we want to get a memory by talking to the dog. Okay, okay. Talk to the dog. But I don't have any food for the dog! That's alright, we can just do effort. Alright, we'll talk to him about the dog. Crack the code. Look at this nice little kitty cat. You love the way you have to stack bullshit on a visitor to open rooms. We were talking about this earlier, but it's kind of like you invite someone over, and you just like shove liquor in their face, shove a bunch of nonsense in their face, and it's like, okay, before you go, would you mind cleaning that room? Come on, man. You gotta clean the room. Trying to get Winter 13. I can't even fathom getting to numbers that high right now. I'm struggling with 3 and 4. And the makeshift lens. Hey, my basement could really use a cleaning up. And now it suggests a meal would be welcome. Memory of Solace. Reverend, my man! Would you like to hear about my dog? It's a good dog. It's 30 seconds worth of conversation for sure. I got my dog right here. Aww. I know you have a religion. Would you like to hear about mine? It's this dog I found in the woods. I was walking the moors. He's a good boy. Sir, what are you talking about? My dog. Have you met my dog? He's so good. He's a good boy! You're scaring me. Here you go, get some more heart in you. What's going on over here? An offer from Oriflamme. Established 1776, sense sign scientist. Dear librarian, we would like to offer you the opportunity to purchase. Check the book icon. They want to... Wait, they want me to purchase? 7 shards. Edge. Do you have a moment to discuss our Lord and Savior, the goodest boy? The author of the Bible was a bit dyslexic. It was dog all along. Can't afford it? How much do they want from me? Wait, they don't actually want money? They just want... They want Mystery Edge? Is that what they want from me? Oh, they want 4 of the special money. I see. That's what this is. Tally price. The token's called Spintrea. I only have the 1 special. You're right, you're right. Okay, me boy. It's time to open the room. 4 grail, 4 light. This the one? This is the one. Go clean that room for me. If there's any show I've ever wanted to come back, it is Dark Place. That's one of my... I've always wanted a little bit more of it. I know they did like a Dean Lerner show, but it's not quite the same. Dead. 9, 8. I was very excited when the guy who plays Garth Marenghi showed up in Toast. That was a big deal for me. Ooh! This is a weird room. This house is laid out strange. The Physic Garden. The nuns of the Knot planted this garden of healing herbs in the Dawn period. Natan of Regensburg and Gideon de Wolf both expanded it, and the Curia of the island, tended it. Even the branch and the bureau made use of it in the grim days that Bran Krug served as a prison. Alright, what do we got out here? Any books? Comfortable garden chair? Another garden that I don't have knowledge for. Is this a library or an indoor garden? So many gardens. There are a lot of gardens. What's going on, Pandorian? Oh, here we go. Okay. This is what we wanted. Ross Cragen whiskey. Oh, the finest whiskey. Sleep well, my dude. Pleasant dreams. You have a long day? Do you have work? You have to go to the old grindstone? Oh, you're playing this game too, Pandorian? Yes, 7 years just sitting out there. How far along are you, Pandorian? Has watching this been a truly horrible experience because of how bad I am? How ignorant I am of these systems? I'm just excited to find whiskey. Pretty sure the preacher would really appreciate a nice tall glass of whiskey. I could technically win at any time. I'm just fleshing out my spreadsheet. Win? I didn't think about that. What is the win condition? Is it just fully unlock the mansion? Like, Cultist Simulator, like, I understood the plan was have a cult take over the world. But what's the end goal here? Is it just finish the house? 4 heart. Oh, baby, we could do that again. We could just talk to the dog again. Easy peasy. Alright. Doggy doggy. The house is just a side project. That's how you can tell how truly I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, this time he really wants food. We can't do this for free anymore. He requires a meal. Well, dang. That was my way in. So that was the heart 4 I was gonna do there. Another heart 4. Ooh, but sky 4. Can I talk to him about the weather to get sky 2 on him, and then use one of my other things that has sky? One of you has sky attached to you, right? Really? Man, I really thought I had some sky going. There we go, Sky 2. I could talk to him about sights and sensations. Which journal did you start with? This one. Serpent Skin Journal. You did artists? How was that? I honestly didn't even realize what I was doing when I started this game, like, that I was kind of choosing your starting setup. Like Cultist Simulator, you choose your backgrounds, which is a lot more like I understood. I think I'm gonna wait. No. There should be enough nighttime that I can do this. If I can get the Reverend again in time, I could do this. As soon as you get the lantern / sky tools, roadblocks are easy to blow through. Alright, I got my man. Let's have a chat with him about sights and sensations. Ah, shit, I'm not allowed to talk to him about that. Oh, excuse me. I've been using a big Faust like a chump. But I'm using Faust. Am I a chump too? Alright, I gotta find some stuff to feed this man to get his sky... his sky stat up. I thought I could use... Excuse me. I thought I could use my sight and sensation skill, but no. Tain't how this works. I made a FET++ because I thought it was funny. I appreciate that way of living life. Like, I get that. I get that very well. I did it because it made me laugh, is pretty much why I do everything. Ever. Alright, one of these stats I can do. Grail. 4 Grail. I could definitely get him 2 Grail right now. Question is, can I get him 2 more Grail? If I give him T, we don't get any Grail from that. Is there anything in this house I could talk to him? Talk to him about? Woof. Post ++ was a sure mistake? There are no mistakes. I could chat with him about, like, art in the house, right? So, like, I could throw this at him to get a Grail? None of these statues give 2 Grail? Come on. I need 2 more Grail. Yeah, I definitely have stuff in the house I could just, like, throw at him. Yeah, I need 4 Grail, I believe, right? Yeah, 4 Grail. I know I could talk to them about Arab, and I get 2 Grail. I just need 2 more Grail. Yeah, 4 Grail or 4 Heart. But I can't talk to the dog until I find food, so I can't do the dog trick again. They knew what I was trying to do there. Yeah, he'll reset tomorrow, but I want to do this now! So I'm gonna try and figure out whatever I could shove in this stupid guy's face to get what I need out of him. Because I can get this to happen before morning happens. I think. Do 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 do. Finished cleaning out Gam's house? I'm working on it, I'm working on it. Alright, we got him up to 2 crown. We just need 2 more crown. I have a statue I could talk to him about for 1 more crown. The weather? Does weather... No, weather doesn't give me crown. Shockingly, talking about the weather will not solve my problem. Can I talk about these statues? Shit, the statues are not something we could talk about. Will whiskey give him 2 crown? No. Hucking him into the fireplace won't do it. And damn, that usually solves all my problems. No crown for giving a dirty glass of water, or that candle. I may have started something I cannot finish. Comfort. Damn. Nope, I can't do it. I can't hit the number of crown I need. Damn. Think the tea gets 2 grail after being served? Really? So wait, whoa, hold on. If I put it in here, that's not the same as serving, right? Cocoa? We can make cocoa? How many liquids are there? Where's that loaf of bread? I forgot there was this room. Can we do anything with this? The bread gives us baronial period. Search along the beach for the cocoa packets. Why? Why? Why would I drink cocoa I fished out of the sea? That sounds salty as hell. Baronial period was the room, okay. Pillis oat bread. It doesn't give me any throne. Or, wait, grail. Gritty bread made with the hardy ancient oats that grow on Land's End. Sea salt caramel. I mean, when you say it like that, that sounds good. But I feel like if it's just like a packet of cocoa that washed up on the beach, you're gonna have a bad time. Well, I definitely can't get the 2 bits I need. What's he up to right now? He's up to 2 lantern, 1 knock, 2 grail, 1 edge. Could we work on something else? While we have the man. He has 2 edge right now? He has 1 edge. We could try and get to 4 edge. 4 grail is what we were trying to do. We'll fuck that up. 4 edge. 4 knight, 4 heart, 4 forge. Or 4 rose, 4 heart. The serve verb is below the bread. Oh, yeah. I forgot we have to get a cup. It gets me an edge. That'll bring us to 2 edge. Can I get 2 more edge? I can get 2 rows. Wait, 2 forge. Another edge? Hold on a minute. Hold on. He has 1 edge. Like, I feel like we're almost there. We could definitely get one of these. Do you have access to Solomon's study? Foundation of the Sun. Watchman's Tower. Solomon's Quarters? Solomon's Study, yes. There's a candle that gives 2 grail in here? Oh, shit! Look at that. Ha ha ha! Watch it turn the daytime before I'm done. No, come on. Don't do this to me. 19 seconds. No, come on. 10 seconds. We can do this. We're gonna be okay. We gotta pause the game the second this is over. Alright, I got the man. The infirmary for heart. Here it is, 4 grail. It's the Tangle of Thorns, yet another garden. I think we're good. It's about to be daytime, but I feel like it won't stop in the middle. Like, he started cleaning the room. He's not allowed to go home until he finishes. It would be rude otherwise. That would be rude as hell. Ah, he's stuck cleaning out the room. We got him. We got him, Benji. We got him. Oh, what a sleepy puppy. So soft. Alright, we got a new garden. How many gardens does this house have? Let's count them up, shall we? 1 garden, 2 garden, 3 gardens. All inside the house somehow. Which is very impressive. The Scent Garden. This too dates from the time of the Abbey, but in summer, neither sisters nor brothers were permitted to spend more than a single hour here, lest the temptation of savors overwhelm them. Alright, we need garden knowledge. Still a lot of... Oh, here's the lantern! Hurricane lamp. Proof against storm worn and moth swoop alike. And skin shock mead. I've definitely heard of better sounding liquors, but holy hell, that gives you quite the boost on moth. And also, 2 nectar. Useful. Cool, cool. And what's this? Oriflame, thanks for your continued interest. The book may become available for purchase again later. Well, thank you for the offer. So you're telling me if I go comb the beach, I might find randomly Coco? Never had your skin shucked? Well, given that I am not corn, no. No, I haven't. I'm eating pirate's booty, though. That's appropriate for beachcombing. Man, pirate's booty is so good. Therion, thank you so much for that resubscription. What's going on, Therion? How you doing? How you doing, Therion? What are you up to? Oh, the Benji. Soft Benji. I am eating pirate's booty. Why is it saying Prime? I paid for this. Hey, I appreciate it either way. But how are you, Therion? How are you? Do, 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 do. You are a little tired? More sand. In pain? I'm sorry about the pain part. Woo! A bunch of sand! Twitch is silly is just the start and end of the thought. Sand is of questionable use. Yeah, I haven't really seen much need for sand so far. Does it do anything stat-wise? Gets us 1 lantern, 1 moon, 1 thing. Material? Glass? See, this is pre-glass. I guess it's in glass currently. I mean, it does say glass, so yeah. Yeah, I craft my own glass. Ooh, my weather app says it's actually raining finally. It was brutal today. Super humid. Super gross. More sand! Ooh, it's whispering sand. Wait, what's this? What's this? The sea is always hungry, the sea never sleeps. The sea accepts offerings. Discard objects here or release beasts. What kind of beasts can I release into the ocean? I already have 1 sand up in the house. I'm gonna throw this into the ocean. The sea accepts Venmo. When something is given to the sea, it rarely returns. Although, of course, I did. I love when the day rolls over when I just got a new thing. It's like I remember the sea. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I don't remember anything. My bad. Come on, give me cocoa. Cocoa. I asked earlier, Gomper, but you were probably cooking dinner, which you didn't tell me what you were cooking. But I'll let it slide for now. But outside of Armored Core 6, what's your next anticipated release? Got anything you're looking forward to? Trying to remember if I forgot any games I'm supposed to be excited about. Like, I know mine, I already talked about. What about yours? I feel like I played a number of demos for games that, like, I'm waiting for them to come out still. Like, we've had a number of demo events that I was super into a number of those games. And they're still, like, in progress. Like, there was that side-scrolling Metroidvania-esque game that was really fun, where you played as a little fox guy. That one I was digging. Wouldn't mind having that come out. But of course, because of how brains work and the cultural zeitgeist being as loud as it is, like, the things I remember best are the bigger things. Like, Mario Wonder is big in my brain, and Mario RPG Remake. Sea glass. No cocoa still. What's sea glass do for me? Gotta put some of this stuff down. Not like kill it or anything, just, you know, store it. There we go. Where did I get this tea from? Over here? Take it out back. I got a glass of tea just waiting for someone to drink. Put that away for now. Alright, I'm gonna comb the beach just a little bit more. I would love to get some cocoa. Can't tell if Gomper's still thinking or if he just fell asleep.
New orders, Agent 47. Take it out back to see the garden.
Which garden? I have so many gardens. I'm digging through upcoming releases. Oh, you're actually, like, looking. Okay, I'm so sorry. You're putting in effort. I wasn't expecting that. I thought you were just gonna, like, you know, think about... But no, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's helpful. I think it already came out, but... That mech game where you kind of, like, scrub through a timeline, that came out, right? Or is it an early access? I really enjoyed the concept of how that game plays. I should try and pick that up at some point. Curious about Starfield, but you're not going to pick it up and release? Yeah, ditto. Yeah, Phantom Brigade. I really liked how that one worked. You own it? So it's actually out, or is it early access? Follow question, have you played it? And does it get, like, really good? Does it kind of just, like, squander the potential? Tell me about it. Because, again, the idea of, like, scrubbing through a timeline to make your decisions is great. I really like that. You found the perfect game for me? Tell me more. You're saving for a rainy day. I haven't played too much yet. We finally got a package, baby. Okay. I will put some metal behind opening this box. I thought I would like Phantom Brigade more than I did. So that's what I'm worried about. Like, I played the demo. Aces. Really enjoyed the demo. But I always worry, like, will a game have more than that? Like, are they gonna expand upon the principles, have enough variety in the combat to, like, actually make that expansive enough to feel like a worthwhile video game? So tell me more about what you thought about it. Like, what part let you down? This is a great, just, like, chilling soundtrack. I might have to pick up the soundtrack for this one. Bit samey for the first few zones. There's this game where you play as a wizard and make spells and traverse down into temples and fight bosses over the map. It's got thousands of hours of content. Are you talking about Noida? Is this a Noida joke? Sour the experience. You think you'll still end up liking it? Damn right it is. I mean, you know I love Noida. Noida's a great game. Is that a cookie? Did I find a cookie from the ocean? Ambergris. Okay. Never, never, never call it whale vomit. One of my favorite books is called Ambergris. Well, that's not true. The book is called City of Saints and Madmen, but it takes place in a fictional world, a fictional city called Ambergris. Highly recommend City of Saints and Madmen. The follow-up books are better, in my opinion, but City of Saints and Madmen is like where you gotta start there. That's the important book to start. After I get bored of Oni again, I'm gonna jump back into Battletech. Oh, nice. Dave the Diver sounds like the kind of game I really should check out. And Hollow Cure, I haven't played it, but I know a lot of folks that do, and I'm weeb garbage, so like it feels like the kind of game I should be playing. I'm gonna consider Ambergris. But yeah, I do, again, City of Saints and Madmen, fantastic book. It's by Jeff Vandermeer. I've recommended him before because he's written some of my favorite books of all time, including the Area X trilogy, which is getting a 4th book, which blows me away. I can't believe we're going back to that world. But the follow-up books to City of Saints and Madmen are Finch, and I fucking love Finch. And also Shriek. Shriek was also very good. Been revisiting Deathloop. I should really revisit Deathloop. I never finished Deathloop. But I enjoyed what I played of Deathloop. Usually companies wait for the holidays to rush to release, but every major publisher blew their loads early this year. It's kind of surprising. Yeah, there's usually like the big November glut. killed the correct person on the other side of the map. Well done, Therion. Well done. Wait, that consumed the ambergris. It gave me a memory of scent. Green scents recall rain. The problem is the memories go away at the end. What are you barking at? Completely according to plan, obviously. That was a mistake then. I shouldn't have blown my ambergris load. City Skylines 2 is coming out in October. What? The smell of whale vomit. Ambergris is, or was, I should say was, one of the major components in perfume way back when. Alone in the Dark is also October? Alone in the Dark I have complicated feelings about, because the demo we played was like 5 minutes long, and it told me nothing about the game. I was very let down by that demo. Yeah, the chemical composition of it, like the scent of ambergris, is still a popular component in perfumes. But I've always found it interesting that ambergris, like this super rare thing that happens, is such an important component to perfume of all things. Well, beachcomb one more time, maybe? I want cocoa! City Skyline 2 is a weird concept, because 1 is still... I feel like new DLC for that comes out every goddamn day. Who's the person they have for Alone in the Dark? Is it David Harbour? I feel like it's David Harbour. Monumental amounts of ambergris. I would love to find ambergris one day, not just because it's like a valuable thing you could still sell. It would just be neat. I would probably just keep it. Yeah, David Harbour. Helldivers 2, that's right! I had forgotten about Helldivers 2. Helldivers 1 is still one of my favorite multiplayer experiences. It takes all the parts that I find funny and enjoyable about friggin' Magicka and just puts it in the universe of a parody. It's great. I'll take the day off and play that with you. You don't know about Helldivers 2? When you say you don't know about it, do you mean you don't know what it is? Or you, oh, you know what it is, you're just not sure if it's gonna work. You don't think it'll translate well to full 3D. I honestly didn't know it was gonna be full 3D. I just heard Helldivers 2 and was like, great, all I need to know. That's interesting. I'm curious. 'Cause, like... And this is one of my, like, controversial opinions. I don't like Risk of Rain 2. And part of that is the translation to 3D. Like, what I liked about 1 was lost somewhere along the way. Whoa! It's true, I love Risk of Rain 1. I absolutely adore Risk of Rain 1. I can't get in the Risk of Rain 2, I just can't do it. Bad opinion. I know. It's almost as bad as when I tell people that, like, I never finished friggin' Hollow Knight because I bounced off at one part of the game. But I realized I was in a bad mood when I played Hollow Knight, and I really should sit back down with it. I know I'll actually like it if I try again. You liked Helldivers as a twin stick, but you'd accept it as a 3D shooter. I liked Risk of Rain better as a side platformer. I agree with Chris. Thank you. Thank you. The Risk of Rain returns in 2D. Yes, the Risk of Rain 1 remaster is going to happen, which I'm very excited for. I'm very excited for that. I love Risk of Rain 1. I played too much Risk of Rain 1. Risk of Rain 1 is one of my favorite games just to sit down and loop in. I love looping in that game. Getting to the end and looping through over and over and over again. Completely new content. Well, that's exciting. So, big question, Pizza Tower. Pizza Tower, I haven't played enough of it to have a full opinion on. The problem is Pizza Tower. You mentioned Risk of Rain 2 gave you a headache. Pizza Tower 1, when I played it, it made me nauseous. But if you take that away, the style, the look, the feel, Pizza Tower is like all A pluses from me. Like it takes everything I love about a 90s cartoon and codifies it into a video game. And I love the absolute breakneck speed of it. But something about the motion made me feel sick, and it might have just been a bad day. I had a headache when I was playing it. Yeah, all the music. I've listened to the entire soundtrack independent of the game because I like the first couple of songs so much. I think that game is fucking awesome, and I need to play more of it. I had a bad day and it made me feel sick. But it didn't put me off the game. Like, I still want to sit down and play more of it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I have very complicated feelings about Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the movie. I own more than one t-shirt. I own the movie on Blu-ray. I watch it once a year for Halloween. I can quote the shit out of that movie. I absolutely love Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But as a video game, especially the genre they're going for, which of course is the async, like, they're going for the Dead by Daylight, like, multiplayer experience. I always find those games to be fun for like 2, 3, 4 hours at most, and then I bounce off because it just becomes a grind after a while. Like, you need to get the new stuff, you need to play the same things over and over again. I'm hoping this game is a little bit different. Like, hopefully it'll have more content that keeps me more engaged. But I'm not gonna pick that up on day one. I'm gonna wait. I forgot to pause the game again. I keep doing this. We're having good conversations, so I just focus on the chat. Oh, hell yeah, Homeworld 3? A+. You should play Cookie Clicker. Nothing but content in Cookie Clicker. What's happening in the world beyond Brandkrug? What visitors will the season bring? Alright, so we're gonna wait for this to count down. This will bring me a new person. Also, this music, is it Christmas time? Local theater has monthly double feature horror movies. They tell you the first movie, and the second one is a surprise. The one coming up is Killer Clowns and then something else. Joe, that sounds like the greatest thing in the world. Like, I would do that every month. That is my jam right there. Have you ever seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Joe? If you haven't, I would highly recommend you go. And now I'm trying to think, what would the follow-up movie be? What would you follow up Killer Clowns from Outer Space with? Would you go with the puppet direction? Ooh, there's a couple directions you could go here. Here's one, and this is a weird one. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, followed by Ernest Scared Stupid. One's a children's movie, Ernest Scared Stupid, obviously, but the trolls in Ernest Scared Stupid, those were the costumes. Those were the clown costumes from Killer Clowns in Outer Space. They repainted for the movie. So it would be the same monster props in both movies, just repainted. Ernest Scared Stupid was a good movie. I unironically love Ernest Scared Stupid. I grew up with that movie. There's a Command & Conquer like called Dorf. Oh yeah, I watched the trailer for Dorf. Dorf looks really cool. You're gonna go with your friend who told me about it? Please tell me all about it. I definitely want to know the second movie, and let me know what you thought about Killer Clowns. Because again, one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm a little sad. One of the shirts I have, like, the print is fading off. And it's not even that old of a shirt. It's the Japanese poster for the movie, and, like, the paint's just coming right off. I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping for a slightly longer lasting print on the shirt. So that's one possible pairing. And that's, again, you follow, their through line is the same things. Have I ever seen Rubber? Hell yes, I've seen Rubber. A movie about a psychic killer tire that itself is a commentary on the audience experience of watching a movie. I love Rubber. The director of Rubber actually has a new movie coming out that I'm trying to... It's like a Super Sentai parody about smoking. I can't remember the name of the movie, though. I don't want to hate on porn developers for getting their money, but I wish there was an easier way to filter it out when digging through Steam. I mentioned earlier while we were on the Steam store page stream I was doing today that Steam is a bit of a lawless wasteland, and I miss the days when it wasn't. Like, I appreciate that I could buy an adult game on Steam as an adult. Don't get me wrong. You can turn it off in the store preferences, it's true. Oh, hell yeah, Shapes 2! I am excited about Shapes 2. Is there someone... Oh, Mr. Fraser Strathcoin. I love Shapes.io. So much of that game I played, it was a problem for me. Like, instead of sleeping, I was just making stupid shape factories. Philanthropist, collector, former librarian, a complicated man, but not a cruel one. I'm excited to meet this guy. The problem is, like, your choice is basically, do you want to see no porn games or all the porn games? Ooh, Stardius. I enjoyed the demo for Stardius quite a bit. Early access games are complicated, but yeah, I have a few I'm waiting on. Most notably is Caves of Cud, we were talking about earlier. That's an early access game. You made an automated builder? I know you were trying to say Shapes.io, and Twitch decided that was a link because Twitch is stupid. To hit that level 100 achievement? Nice. Yeah, by the end, I was trying to build, like, automated builders that make every single shape from one factory. That game was just good. It's just pure crack for me, though. Again, I didn't sleep. I was just... like, I just gotta make a few thousand more of this shape, and then maybe I'll go to bed. I feel like... I really enjoy management and automation games, but Shapes.io is just the purest version of it. It's like, what's everyone's favorite automation game? Fucking top down, you have to, like, build little turrets to fight little monsters. Factorio. Factorio is like a designer drug. It's complicated, it's full-bodied, someone worked hard on it. Shapes.io takes away all that fluff, it's just black tar heroin. Like, it's not fancy pants, it's just the part that's addictive. The other parts are actually, like, stuff that'll make me kind of lose interest, and I'll bounce off a little bit. You take that out, and it's just pure addiction, it's a problem. Word Factory has only one input, the letter... Oh yeah, the demo for Word Factory was excellent. I really enjoyed that one. You can make any word in the English language, yes. The demo was great. Like, it's like you said, you literally just start with the letter I, and you have to mix and match it, reshape it, cut it, wrap it, roll it. Excellent stuff. I'm very, very into Word Factory. Demo was fantastic. Oh, the Benji. He's stretching on me. He's using me as a stretching board. Oh, you're so cute. This is why my trips always last forever. I just don't leave. Collect. Let's meet this man. Chat. Hello, sir. Librarian, I have urgent business with you. If there's an incident card active, you can discuss it, or just leave the slot empty and offer a consultation. Big Pharma was pretty good, but I haven't touched it in a while. I haven't seen Big Pharma. I'm guessing it's a management game where you build, like, chemical stuff? He's looking for lantern or scale books. I can help him with that. I should probably just hit start. Look at the event. Boop-a-doo-boo. Moon, scale. He's gonna want a scale book. Okay. Big Pharma was fine. Their follow-up game about cars was not great. You should play more Satisfactory. That's one of those games that I'm kind of waiting for. Waiting for it to be done. Because that's a game I would really like to sink myself into, but I'm worried that I'm going to make progress and it's going to update. You keep playing Oni because starting new colonies is exciting. I like getting into the boring late game parts where you're just slogging through for some reason. I don't know why that part always grabs me. So if I hit start, it'll tell me he's looking for those books, right? Starting over when they put out new content sucks and Satisfactory? That's why I'm waiting, yeah. You have a base from the beta key days? Wow. I didn't know they were that backwards compatible. I've watched a couple of YouTubers that, like, started over when new updates happened. I wonder why. I can identify my visitors' interests and set aside them with an appropriate book. Alternatively, if they know a language I'd like to learn, I could offer payment. Untrustworthy visitors might occasionally abscond with a book. He's interested in scale. You talk to him without the event. Oh, I offered a consultation. Shit. I mean, he still wants a scale book. If I let it time out, I can talk to him again? Okay, I'll just let it time out. Just buy a language? I mean, I could huck one of my things in there. My visitor can teach me the rudiments of this lively language. Ram's hunt. After tuning, the visitor will leave, even if they arrived on another business. I would rather maybe go with the book thing. What do you guys think? Should we learn Ram's hunt? It's a skill? Should we go with it? Or go with the book route? Book will give you more spintria. I kind of want more magic money. Rather than having no magic money. I'll let it time out and then sell him a book he wants. Do, 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 do. This is a good game for chatting. It's not the most, like, high-paced or exciting video game, but it's very good for having, like, very engaged conversations. And also for petting Benji. Like, I get to pet him most of this game. Any game where I get to pet him at the same time. It's a good chill game in a way Cultist Simulator isn't. Like, Cultist Simulator is much more engaging on a gameplay level, but yeah, like, I can't chat and play Cultist Simulator at the same time. My visitor has learnt nothing. I feel you there. Okay, let's talk to you about the event. I have my own oracle from the Rising Wild. I believe I have a perfect understanding. I am here to make sure. Try a book with as much mystery. The wings to glory rising now return. The sights we're given are the sights we've earned. I hope I understand its meaning correctly, but I must confirm for myself. Try a book with as much mystery as their interest. So they need 3 scale? Scale, scale, scale. Ooh, do I have any books in the dirt that are appropriate? That would be excellent. Alas, nothing in the dirt. Scale. Oh shit, I should probably be looking at the mystery, shouldn't I? It doesn't show me the symbol there, so I forget. Nectar, lantern. It's only a 3, so you don't give them your journal. Any book they know the language of will work. As long as it's scale. So yeah, we're looking for, like, something with scale. Edge. Lantern. Winter. Forge. Nectar. Christ, do I not have any books with scale? Where did I peep? Ah, here's my other books. Forge. Heart. Uh-oh. Get a little worried. Grail. Nectar. Do I seriously not have any books on scale? Sky. I don't have any books with scale. How is that possible? I put all my books on this bookshelf, and the ground. If I read them already. Moon, moth. Knock. Sky. Shit. Should have bought the language. I didn't realize I didn't have any scale books. I guess I should have realized, like, this is not a symbol I've really seen. But I just kind of assumed there's so many symbols that I forgot. Right, Benji? Right? Oh, the good boy. The good boy of Benji. We gotta show the people of Benji again. Here. You want it? You want it? Come get it. Come get it. Come on, sleepy guy. Get up there. Wow. One more? Nom 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 nom. Oh, he's so good. He's such a good boy. Well, we're screwed. I should have bought the language. Well, that's on me. That's my bad. What's going on, buddy? Oh, headphones fell off. Oh, so soft. What's this key doing on the ground? Back up there. I could just, like, try throwing any book in there and see if maybe he'll accept it. Come on, buddy. It's the only book I got. Be chill about this, man. It's Taint Volume 1. You have to like Taint Volume 1. You couldn't find anything suitable in your collection, or you decided not to help. Well, there goes my new friend. We disappointed another one. Toot, toot, toot. I know you're a sleepy guy. But. Alright, so at this moment... what am I trying to do? Walled garden, another garden. Ruinous hall. 5 heart. The Grand Ascent, first floor. I could probably get into one of these with my priest friend, or maybe I'll hire a new friend. You know what? I haven't really interacted with people from the Sweet Bones. Let's try that now. Throw me in a core. See who we fish at. What I should have done was, before deciding not to buy a language, I should have looked at my books to find out if I had anything that would work for him. Instead of just assuming that, of course, I would have a book that had scale on it. I don't know why I assumed I had to have one. There was nothing to indicate that was a true statement. Do. There's so many mosquito bites on me. It's outrageous right now. The summer's the worst. I live for fall and winter. The other 2 seasons can just go away. As they used to say in my youth, the day is done and so am I, but I've earned my pay. £6. Did I not get a person here? Did I forget to do the part where I put the sixpence in there to find a person? Damn it. Forgot a very important part of the experience. I'll probably wrap up in 15 or so. I accidentally only played this game today. I was supposed to also play Affogato, but I'll get to that on Wednesday. Wednesday, we'll take a look at my second game from that publisher that I represented on Steam today, which is Yuyan Saga. I'll take a look at Affogato, and we'll probably take a look at that Wayland Terran game? Wayland Terran? No. Wayland Front... The one Gopper gave you. God, what's the name of the game? Here's an opportunity. Yes, WTF. I know the acronym, but I can't remember what the words are. Waylaid Terran Frontier? Wizened Terrific Fungus? Wayward Terran Frontier. That's right. Thank you. Where are you going? I asked him when he reconsidered jumping off the bed. I didn't say you can't. You can go. You can go where you want to go. You know the door's open. So yeah, we'll probably take a look at that, Affogato, and Yuyan Saga. Oh, the Benji's so soft. Alright, who's my new friend here? A passing musician. The musician is entertaining the patrons of the Sweet Bones for pennies. Not very many pennies. He'd jump at a better paid opportunity. The traveling musician provides Night, Rose, and... Dew, I want to say? You know the one. The gooey one. Talk to him before he leaves if you want to use the services. I mean, I have some doors that could work that way. What is this dog doing? Are you going after Figment? You want Figment? You want my childhood doll? It's Figment the Dragon. That's what he's trying to get right now. Eating my childhood doll. He wants 24. My God. He'll give me change, right? I know he will. There, give me my change. Gonna use this musician to crack into a room in the house. Nectar, that's the one I was thinking of. He has 4 nectar, that's all I needed. That's perfect. Done and dusted, hired hand. Let's go. He's got 4 rose, 4 nectar. Oh, he's perfect for a bunch of these rooms. If I want to get into this one, we're good. Let's see, 4 rose, 4 nectar, 4 night. This one is Moon, Heart, Edge. Grand Ascent, first floor. I might go with that one, but this one looks like a more exciting floor. 4 rows. The infirmary. Yeah, that's the one I want. Get me in there. Clean up the infirmary, will you, musician? What's out there, Benji? Is Plato out there? Plato never gets to be on camera. He doesn't like jumping on the bed. Which is weird. I've never known a dog that doesn't, like, relish the opportunity to be on the furniture with you. Plato is one of the most well-behaved dogs I've ever experienced. It's weird. He's a giant chocolate lab, and, like, he doesn't want to be in your way. Unless he's in your way. Like, if he's standing in the hallway, he won't budge. He's a small wall with a tail that will just slam into you constantly. It's open, just push! Push, Benji! He's looking at me like, come on, open the door. Listen, you gotta wait like 10 minutes if you want me to open the door. It's not closed, you just have to push. Plato. Gentle giant. And he's an old man now. He's got gray hair on his face and his paws. Infirmary. In the 15th century, Natan of Regensburg came to Brandkrug. The brothers at St. Brandon's granted sanctuary, but they would not permit a Jew and his family to live on abbey grounds. Still, they built this tower for him to dwell in and practice his healing arts. It has changed greatly since that time, but a place of healing it remains. Oh my, that's quite the painting. The Witch and the Sister. The Witch and the Sister unites what is at rest. She is sought at the water's edge and beneath the moon. She cannot be separated. She cannot be touched. She is coral, amber, and pearl. Ooh, what do we got here? More skin shuck mead. Amethyst ampule. When released from the glass, it would be quite another color. Has a key on it. Sacrament malachite. Back in the Dawn period, the Sisterhood of the Triple Knot used this in the rites of the Ring U. The hour which has been called the Malachites. And arsenic. That's just straight up poison. A poison sometimes known as the Message of the Swan. A guest bed. Would you like to sleep in an old infirmary? Ruby Wise Ruin, a ruddy liquor wrung from flowers, even when the flowers aren't red. Thunderskin. He cannot be stilled. He demands the dance. He is beaten like a drum. He is heard in the wood below the world. TRN limited drinking cocoa. Here's the cocoa. And yes, it does give Grail. The Velvet. The glory is a question, and the moth always answers yes. The Velvet's answer is no, and that's always her answer. A creepy doll called the Pale Mobbits. Gently twitching little cloth doll with melancholy button eyes and a frill of colored ribbons. Musgrave the Wolf, a bust is carved from wood, maybe cherry. Mist-kissed water. And the Sister and the Witch. The Sister and the Witch brings together what cannot be apart. She is sought beneath the moon and the water's edge. She is a pearl, amber, coral. She cannot be touched. She cannot be separated. More importantly, we got another fireplace here. You know the rules. Gotta take a screenshot of that fireplace. All of our weird fireplace fetishists we have in chat. Hiring a person seems like a very quick way to open rooms without having to ply a man with various liquids to get him to open it. 4 nectar, 4 edge. It's bothering me that this corner is not unlocked when we have such an even thing going. So I might hire another person. Unless I can get 4 nectar on the priest right now. It's nectar or what else? Nectar or edge? I think... There it is. There's that fireplace emote. Emote of choice for perverts. Alright, I can get an edge with this. I can get an edge with Arab. That's 2 edge. How much edge? Need 4 edge. Memory doesn't come with any edge today. What you doing down there, Benjamin? What you doing? Gonna come up here? I would love to unlock this room before I wrap up. It's edge or nectar. I'm just gonna let time pass, because the weather the next day might get me what I need. How much money do I have? A crown, 60, 12. Oh, I have a £1 note. I got plenty of money. I'm just gonna hire a guy. Fast forward into morning so I don't have to worry about them disappearing on me. How loudly does Benji lick his balls? I'm getting a skill to level 7. That's a high skill. Not too loud. He's a relatively quiet dog. To the point where, like, again, he was outside, and I didn't know he was. I was looking for him when I went to get water and pee. He doesn't, like, bark too much, unless the mailman's outside. Holy shit, he will lose his mind. But yeah, I don't notice him licking his balls too much. Me, on the other hand, as you've seen, he will go to town on my arms and legs, and he will not stop. Good lord. Doo-doo. You lick your balls loudly? Why, you don't? You're a quiet ball licker gumber? You're supposed to relish the act of licking your balls. Really get in those nooks and crannies. Oh my god, Rain does give 2 nectar. Shit. I don't need to hire anyone, I don't think. Hold on. If Rain gives 2 nectar... Do I have other things that give nectar? No, I have edge stuff. Never mind, never mind. I would still be out 2 nectar. Benji, what you doing, buddy? He's like looking for something. It's making me nervous. You okay over there, buddy? What you doing? What you doing, Benji? How loud do you think I could be? That's true, you don't want to wake up the kid. I understand, I understand. He's just standing at the door staring at me. He might want to go outside. It's a good thing I'm wrapping up. It's probably words I won't say out loud because he understands them time. P-O-T-T-Y time. Bathroom for dogs time. Passing poet. He will get me moth, winter, and sky. Well, that's not what I was looking for. Well, can I use any of those? I won't open the room I want, but maybe I'll open one of the other ones. One of them is sky, right? So no to that one. This one. Alright, good enough. You're hired. Let's go. What do you want, 24? You'll give me change, I assume. Hold on, Benji boy, hold on. We'll get you out there. Alright, hired help. Get me in that room. Do 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 do. And we're in. It's the Grand Ascent, first floor. What's that do for me? A niche with a plaque. Who knew cages? Not to be crossed, not to be found. Who often purified, but was not so pure. And who was born of 3 nations and of none? Whereof we cannot speak, therefore we must remain silent. Do they want me to put 6th Baron? Do they want me to put, like, some of those statues downstairs in these nooks? Because we have all those statues. Abbot Jeffrey, St. Malachine, Abbot Thomas, Abbot. These are all Abbot and Costellos, though. 6th Baron of Brandkrug. Wait a minute. 6th Baron Brandkrug. They do. Ho ho ho. Look at that. Can't quite make out the words there, so they want me to use the text on the others. That's a test for future Chris, because like I said, this dog is scratching at the door to get let out here. Let's go to those credits. Game is saved. I assume. Load? Yeah, spleen. Perfect. Oh, the autosave was also at 231. The second I put that bus down.